The app we're going to be using today is going to be Perfax's TrueDEM app. We need to sign into Microsoft Endpoint Manager. So you want to log into endpoint.microsoft.com. And of course, you're going to want to log into your administrative account for the tenant you're about to administer. So here we are. So here's the home screen of the Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center. Of course, showing you the account status, service health, connectors, etc., resource alerts, and general overview of how your environment is doing. So we're going to want to go over the apps. Then you're going to see just basic information about what's installed and what's not. Then we go to all apps, and you'll get a breakdown of all the apps that are available to you that you can publish. And of course, we can go ahead and add an app. This is going to be the easiest way to install or agent, but I'm also going to show you the hardest way, which is, double clicking the installer on the desktop. But before I do so, the Microsoft Endpoint Manager piece needs some setup. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this piece first, and then we'll jump over to the desktop and get our app installed the difficult way first, while we wait for this to upload the app itself. So here we go with select app type. And I always go ahead and just pick line of business app because that's what it is. It's an MSIX bundle. I go ahead and pick select. Now it wants to know where is the app package file. So you just click select app package file and of course browse to where the package is. Now in the case of the Perfax agent or the Perfax app, we will of course supply you with this so you can push it out through Microsoft Endpoint Manager. And we'll also go ahead and give you a logo as well. One interesting thing to note is that Microsoft Endpoint Manager knows that, based on what we uploaded, it has some dependencies, and here are the 4 of them. We could also go turn around right now and browse to these dependencies and add them right to this app package. And, when it gets pushed to the end user systems, it brings all of it down. The reason why I'm not going to do that today is that because our app is actually pretty intelligent. It will actually go ahead and download those for us if they're not already on the system. So, of course, this is not mandatory, but I just like to go ahead and pick a couple categories here. So I like to pick productivity and computer management. Yeah, sure. Let's show this in the company portal. And for the purposes of this demo, I'm not even going to fill in any of these, but you can if you want to. The only thing I'm going to do is go ahead and throw up a logo. And of course, if you were using our app, we would have, of course, provided you with this logo. So there's our logo. Go ahead and say OK. Next. Now you can turn around and assign this app right now. But I'm not going to do that yet because this process is not yet complete and I just like to take in steps. So that's it. You just go ahead and click create and you're going to see it's now saving the application. It successfully created the application. Now it needs to upload the application so that it can push it to systems. So while that's happening here, you see we can't even click on the device install status or the user install status. So this is the point where I'm going to jump over now and show you the most difficult way to install our agent, which is this. Let me go ahead and show you one other thing as well, is that our app requires 0 administrative rights on the system. So the user who's actually going to be installing it, if they double clicked it or any other way, they don't need to be an administrator on the system. As you can see, this person is not, and I am using someone named Patty Fernandez. No Patty Fernandez in that list. So we know we're good there. So we can go ahead and now get out of that, close that as well, and let's go ahead with the manual install, and it's already in our download folder. So once again, no administrative rights. Just double click, click install. Just like that, done. No fuss, no headaches, no big deals. So now let me go ahead and clean that off because I want to turn around and actually use Endpoint Manager to push the app to us. So just like that, I just uninstalled the app. So now let's jump back over to our Endpoint Manager Admin Center screen. There we go. It is now complete, and now you can see these are now available to us. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is turn around and assign it now. So you can see at the bottom where assignments are. There's no assignments yet, or it would show here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Edit. And you can see we have several different options of pushing this application out to our end users. You can require it, which is my favorite. You can make it available to them, or you can remove it from their system. So as I said, required is my favorite. So let's go ahead and go with that. And I like to use the group option simply because, as we all know, that's the least administrative effort to use a group. You just pick it, remove people, add people to the group, and it's done. So I already created a group called MS Intune, which probably has one or two people in there. But anyway, that's our group. We're going to go ahead and select that. And again, I set it to required. So now I'm going to go ahead and review and save. And now you can see this changes. See, required now shows you it's there. And there's our group. We go ahead and hit save. And now to facilitate, a faster install, I'm going to go ahead and force a sync of our device. And then we're going to go back to it and watch it drop the agent on. So let's go ahead and sync. Yes, we want to do that. Sync has been initiated. Now let's turn around and go back to our test system here. Scroll down to our T's. There it is installed and ready to go. The Microsoft tool for business is also an option. So it's also here as well. But again, Intune is going to be your best choice here. That's it. So I want to thank you again for joining me today. Again, my name is Garth Fisher, VP Client Success here at Perfrax Inc. And I hope you had fun with me today. Thank you.